Now, while the fragile ceasefire seems to be holding, the Druze community in both Syria and Israel, they are still coping with the terrors that unfolded over the past week. We're joined now by Druze activist Sally Ktish, who has family in Syria that was murdered during the violence. Sally, first off, I am so sorry for your loss and your family's loss. I understand that you have heard from family in Syria who shared horrific news that one of your family members was murdered in front of their own eyes. I know this is difficult, but what can you tell us about what you know?
So what is happening to the Druze people in Syria is an ethnic cleansing. My grandmother received a heartbreaking call from her cousin. She was crying and she was on the phone and she said to my grandma, please, and pray for us. They are here. And we could hear gunshots in the background. It was terrifying. That was the last time we heard from her. It's now been a week, I think, and we haven't been able to reach her again. The next day, we saw on the news that her brother and cousin were killed. So this is not just a conflict, it's a targeted attempt to erase a community, and my family is living through it.
And how do you feel? This is horrific details that you're sharing that we have seen all well documented with these videos. How do you feel that the international media has reacted to these scenes, if at all?
Okay, so what we have been seeing instead of hearing good things are deeply disturbing videos circulating on social media, showing terror groups torturing, killing, kidnapping, raping, and burning Druze people. No one is spared, not men, not women, not children, not even elderly. It's horrifying to witness these crimes through a screen, feeling completely helpless. And not knowing if the people in those videos are your relatives, your loved ones, your friends, your family. And this is the only window we have into what's happening in real life.
How do you feel, Sally, now that the ceasefire has been called? Are you still concerned for your family members in Syria, even though there is technically a ceasefire?
So personally, I don't feel like there's a real ceasefire. In many areas near Sweida and in surrounding villages, the ceasefire hasn't held at all. Terror groups are still active. They're still committing horrific acts against the Druze people. They don't seem to be responding to the ceasefire agreement. So I'm still concerned about my family, about my people, about my community. And every day we are seeing brutal videos online, videos of extremist jihadists executing people, burning bodies, leaving dead bodies on the streets. And it's disturbing and traumatic. It doesn't feel like peace. It feels like the world is watching while our people are being erased from this world.
And what about Israel, Sally? How do you feel that Israel has responded to this violence? Has Israel done enough to defend the Druze, not only in Israel, but also in Syria?
Okay, so before we talk about Israel, let's talk about the world. Where are the human rights organizations, and where is the international community? Why is the world still silent while an ethnic cleansing is taking place? This is not just Israel's responsibility; it is the responsibility of the whole world to stand up against ethnic cleansing, against terror, and against the erasure of innocent people. And of course, the Syrian government should be the one protecting its own citizens, but instead, it has allowed, if not enabled, the murder, torture, and displacement of the Druze community. When a government not only fails to protect its people, but stands by as they are slaughtered, then the moral burden falls on others. Israel, as a neighboring country, and as a nation that holds democracy, life, and human rights as values, it has a moral obligation, I think, to protect minorities in the Middle East, especially those who share deep historical and cultural ties, like the Druze. But this is not only about protecting the Druze by defending an ethnic minority against jihadist terror groups. Israel is also defending itself, because if those terror groups succeeding in whipping out a peaceful community in Syria, what is stopping them from crossing the border to Israel next? and what is stopping them from bringing the same horror to Israel tomorrow.
It is so much further beyond Israel, as you just mentioned. Sally, what would be your message to your Druze brothers and sisters right now as it stands, this ceasefire still seeming to be holding?
Again, so I might get emotional, but I have a message that I would like to say to my Druze brothers and sisters in Syria. Our hearts are with you every moment of every day. We are thinking of you, praying for you, and standing with you. You're not alone. We might be far in distance, but we are one in blood, in spirit, and in pain. We see you suffering, and we hear your cries. We watch in horror as the world stays silent. But we will not be silent. You are brave beyond words. Your strength in the face of unimaginable terror is something the world must recognize. I know you're fighting to survive, to hold on to your identity, your faith, your homes. And we are here fighting alongside with you in every way we can. Please hold on and please stay strong.
Sally Ktish, such a powerful and beautiful message that you have to share right now. And we so appreciate you joining us on I-24 News this evening to give a voice to the Druze community, which is so important to continue to share right now. Sally, thank you.
Thank you so much.